and welcome to VetSOAP, an educational podcast focused on veterinarians, vet techs, and other animal health members. We're going to help you uncover the people and techniques used by your colleagues to remove the challenges of managing your practice. Why? So you can uncover more opportunities, spend more time on the things that you enjoy, and ultimately earn the money you deserve. And so I don't forget, this is a production of Viticus Group and recorded in beautiful Las Vegas. Our website is viticuspodcast.com, and an audio and video version of this episode is available at all your favorite podcast and video distribution platforms. All right, let's get started. So I have a very special guest with me today, and her name is Beckie Mossor. She is one of the co-founders for the Veterinary Giving Industry Tree. And so, Beckie, how are you doing today?
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. The Giving Tree is one of my favorite topics, so the chance to talk about it, let alone with one of my co-founders, it's pretty ideal. Thanks a lot.
Well, I figured since we're in the beginning of a fundraising season, so now is the time to bring it up and let's talk about it. Let's dive right into this. So I remember, was it about 2 years ago? Almost 2 years
This
ago?
is our third giving year, so yeah, just over 2 years ago.
You had a video that inspired you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this video?
This video, I mean, who could know that this video alone would have resulted in everything that it has, which is, I don't know, I guess just pretty amazing to me. But this is a video that was a bunch of kids at the Boys and Girls Club who were given the opportunity to say if they could get anything they wanted for Christmas, what would it be? And then they also were asked if their parent, and usually their mom, could have anything at all that they wanted, what would it be? The kids were then presented with an opportunity to give the gift of their parents' dream or to keep the gift that they were wanting so much. So these guys are opening it, they're seeing this is what I really wanted, but then they'll learn that the other option is what their parent wanted, but they can't pick both. And these kids, just one after another, picked presents for their parents. They sacrificed from themselves. They said, I would rather give the gift to my parent than to take for myself. And I was just really inspired by kids because we talk really poorly about the generations and oh gosh, there's no hope for the future. And these kids really are what the hope for the future is. And it just inspired me, to think about how we can give to others. Because honestly, giving is so much more important and so much more worthwhile than receiving, and you receive by giving, I think, in general. So I posted that video and I just simply said, this makes me want to buy all the kids all the presents. And then from there, two people, yourself and our other partner in crime, Lily Preston, said you absolutely should. And I was like, well, if I do, you're going down with me. And so the three of us just kind of took that and ran with it.
Yes. And it's been history since. And I loved it. I loved every moment of it. It keeps us busy. That is for sure. Keeps us busy, especially around the holiday season. So
yeah.
Could you give us an example of one of your favorite giving stories that has been submitted to the tree?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So there's been, it's hard to call them favorites, right? Because they're instances of our profession struggling. But what I do love is the stories that we hear from other people about how incredible these people are, how important they are, and how appreciated they are.
Yes.
When they're nominating them and how much they want them to be seen for how hard they're working. So pretty much every nomination touches my heart because, it's people who are recognizing other people and seeing other people. It's really meaningful. I would say though, we had two that really kind of stuck with me. One was a nomination for a mom who is a technician. She had run out of her own personal vacation time because she was caring for her son who had some congenital birth defects and was having to have surgeries and had a high level of care needed. And she's a single mom doing the best she can. When she had vacation time, she's like paying out of pocket, having to choose between work and helping her child recover. And I don't have kids of my own. I have a stepdaughter, but I've never had to raise little children of my own. The idea of having to choose between work and providing for them or being with them when they're recovering just felt awful. I thought this doesn't feel right. The other one that really hit me was actually a thank you, because it was a picture of a grocery cart full of groceries. And the individual, prior to receiving the gift card they received from us, had $11 in their grocery budget, but instead had bought $100 worth of food. And that was so much food for her, and it had taken so much off of her mind. And like the idea that anybody in America, goes without food, or the idea of like 11. I mean, I truthfully have paid $100 for a lunch. Like if I mean, you're out there in Vegas, they got gold coated food out there.
Yes.
And then we've got folks who are like,
Yes.
I have $11 to feed myself and my family for the week. And so, what we're doing, the stories that we get back are not like, oh, thanks, I was able to have a very gluttonous Christmas feast. It was, I was able to avoid the lights going off. I was able to get some things under the tree, or I was able to pay some bills or whatever. So it's people who are really, truly in need. And I feel like the ones that are the most in need are the ones who maybe don't ask first. So having people around them, see their need, and speak up for them it's just my heart. It's literally the Grinch over here. Just the heart is growing 2 sizes every year that we do this.
Yes, I think it's very important to be the voice of those who don't have a voice or who are not heard. And as being vet technicians, that's what we do with all of our patients, right? We're the advocate for our patients, and now we're advocating for our coworkers and our team members. And I think that is, to me, that's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So I have another question for you. So I imagine you get a large volume of nominations and donation requests. What criteria do you use to base your decisions on?
Yeah, we do get a lot of donation requests and nominations. And the criteria, this has been something in the beginning, we were so informal. We were just like, hey, we need to do this. It's 2020 and people are struggling. And then we were like, oh boy, this worked, and we need to figure out how we're going to do this. So for us, we have a rubric. And so there are certain points assigned for various criteria, such as a job loss or hospitalization if kids are involved. We kind of try to look at the quote unquote points of need. Everyone so far for the last 2 years, and we have no plan to change it. So far, everyone who has been nominated has received something. The level that they receive, the giving that they receive, the amount they receive is based on the need that we can calculate with the rubric. So we try to keep it fair as we can, and base it on the need the best that we can. But at this point, we've been able to give to every family that's asked in some way. And I would say we've never given a gift that was less than $100. And so it is a pretty significant amount of money for a lot of folks. That's unexpected too, right at the holidays.
Absolutely. Yes.
I would like to be able to continue to be able to award something to everyone who is nominated. And in the past 2 years, that has been 36, the first 38. So we just kind of say about 40 families each year. And each year we've raised $7,000. So we're looking to blow the cap off of that this year.
Yeah, we
But
are.
but we can't give without those donations. This doesn't come out of our pocket. And so our ability to give is solely based on those individuals out there. And there are so many that have been huge supporters of the tree year after year. And that continue to. This year, we've received some really large donations already. And we're just incredibly grateful for those. And we'll have those donations on our website as well to thank the groups and the organizations. We have some upcoming surprises and some donation challenges and things like that. So we're going to continue to try to make it as fun as rewarding for people who give as it is for us who get to be involved.
Yes, 'tis the holidays, right?
Unbelievably, yes. We are about 85 days from Christmas, if my calculations are about right. We're right in there, 83 to 5 days or something like that. And of course, that's depending on when you're listening to hear. But it's right around the corner. And that's great. I love that you and I can smile and be excited about that. But there are some people out there who that is going to bring stress and anxiety and concern. And
Yes.
those are the people we're here for, so that they can have a little relief this holiday season. We all deserve it.
Yes. Yep. I'm here to support, and I've got many team members that are ready to jump in and help support where they can too. So I am ready for these nominations. So, Beckie, I heard that our organization was a recipient of the Bright Minds Award at the 2022 WVC Annual Conference. Um, how has that helped with recognition for our organization?
Well, I mean, other than the fact that I have this giant LED award in my very front window that my entire neighborhood and anyone can drive by and see, that
Beautiful,
we're
isn't
the
it?
award winners.
Yes, yeah. It's like that
So
the Christmas Story, I think it is, with the lamp in the front window.
yes,
You
it
have
is
your
very
award.
similar to that. Yes. So, and again, if you remember, this was like a lead award. So it's also a self-defense mechanism should anybody ever come in. But I would say for us, from an advertising standpoint, or just first of all, that was at Western. We were awarded that. And so obviously you get a lot of exposure just because we were at such a big, well put together, well organized, and executed conference like Western Veterinary Conference. And you know, I think there's a really great group behind Western Veterinary Conference, making sure it ends
Yes.
up like that. Catherine Haskins with the Bridge Club has been an incredible supporter of the tree since second one. Like, I mean, literally, we didn't even get through our first day before Catherine was like, I love this. What is this?
Yes.
How do I help you? Um, and so she put together these, specifically not for us, but she created this Bright Minds contest that was just kind of a way of bringing recognition to different folks in the industry who are doing different things. And we have a lot of great people out there doing medicine, but there's so many other things going on in our industry. And so this was a paradigm shifter award that said we were making changes that would, you know, impact our industry and the people in it and shifting the paradigm. Which I can't think of like a bigger honor of a word to be representing our category. I do want to shift the paradigm. I want to shift it to where we support each other, we encourage each other, and we are all working to elevate each other. And I think that is a lot of what the tree does. So I was so honored and so grateful to the Bridge Club, all the sponsors. Viticus Group is a sponsor nationwide. There was just a bunch of people behind that who made sure people who are doing great things are getting seen, so that they can continue to do those things.
Yes. Yeah, I was very excited to receive that award too. Up on the
We
stage
got
with
a big
some
check.
great minds. I still have that
Yeah.
giant. It's in my home office. I can't figure out how to catch it.
Bucket list for me was to have a big check in my life. We got that. So I mean, it really checked a lot of boxes for me long term.
That's
A
awesome.
check as tall as you and I are tall. But honestly, it having just had 1 year under our belts of something that we truly leapt before we looked, and just said this is a need and we're going to fill it, to within a year be recognized for that effort, to have raised as much as we did, to help as many people as we did. Like, honestly, I kind of feel like I'm the one receiving the gift, really. You know, when people say what you're doing, I'm like, all I do is some Facebook posts and a group. Like, people are showing up to make this happen, and you and
Right.
Lily included, because I was like, guess what we're doing
Come
now.
on, lady. Yes. I'm ready for the ride. I'm ready for it. So,
Yeah.
can you
Yeah.
let's let our audience know how do they get involved in the tree?
You guys, there are so many ways you can find us. The first way, obviously, is our website. So you can go to Veterinary Giving Tree, veterinarygivingtree.com, of course, and you can get involved there. It's got all the links. You can go to PayPal. We've got the little QR code, fancy as they are now, where you can just click and scan and do whatever it is you need to do to get money to us if you want it. We also have a nomination form over there at the bottom of the page to the right. You can see the nomination. You can click to nominate somebody as well if you know somebody in need. We
Or
right
you can
now,
nominate
you know,
yourself.
or you can nominate yourself. Thanks for saying that, Crystal, because you're absolutely right. That's probably the harder thing to do, is to nominate yourself. We
Mm-hmm.
don't ask for help very easily. I will say all of the everything's anonymous. So if you do nominate yourself, if you are in need, I'm not going to, you know, blast your name out there. If you donate, I do blast your name out there unless you tell me not to, because I appreciate you so much. But everything is anonymous. You don't have anything to be ashamed about or worried about. We're here to help. We're here to help with your holidays. We do ask for a little description about what's going on in life that you have the need, so that we can again, kind of categorize the need and make sure we're helping where we can as much as we can. So veterinarygivingtree.com. They also, we have 2 spaces on Facebook. We've got a page and a group. We love if you join the group. That's the most active place, and that's where news kind of goes out, and we engage the most. Veterinary Industry Giving Tree. We also have a page. We're on Instagram, and so I was thinking we might have to do a TikTok here soon. Ugh, I don't know. We
Oh
might have to
no.
put one of you. Maybe Lily, our youngest, can be in charge of that. But we try to be wherever the social media is, because that's where people, hear about things. But honestly, it's really important for us to use mediums like this. It's really important, and I thank you guys so much for letting us be here and having this conversation, because we've got to get the word in as many ears as we possibly can. That's how we get the most donations. That's also how we get the most nominations, and make sure the people who in need are getting in front of us and getting the help they need.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Miss Beckie, for your time today. I do appreciate you this afternoon getting on here with me and talking about something that is very near and dear to my heart. And I know it is to yours. I know it is to many people. I'm just excited to be able to give back to this profession. I have grown in this profession for more years than I want to admit to. So I am just happy to be able to do something and feel like I'm a part of something bigger than me. So,
It
but thank you,
means
Miss
so much
Beckie.
to
I
me to have
appreciate
you
it.
be a part of it, and for you to have done everything that you have done with us. I think you're kind of one of the unsung heroes, in the sense that you're behind the scenes of so much of what happens with Western and with Viticus and the Tech Symposium, and
Aw,
your new position now in the state of Nevada with the Examiner Board. You're out
yes.
there pounding the pavement. There's a lot of us who end up in front of people as speakers and things like that, right? Where you see us, but there are so many more people working behind the scenes to elevate the rest of us, to give us the platform that we have. And you're one of those people, and you're pioneering in that sense for veterinary technicians. You're one of those people that we look to when we say it isn't just about being in a hospital. Don't lose your passion. You can elevate yourself. You can elevate technicians. And you do that selflessly, and you work really hard, and you work among folks who probably don't always swim along the stream with you. So I'm so grateful for the time with you, but also having you involved and getting to know you
Thank
better
you.
this way. It's very meaningful. And Lily Preston, the same way. She's a really hardworking member of our team. So hardworking she couldn't be here because she does
Yeah,
work in the clinics and she's not able to get out. But I also want to make sure that
it's in the front
she gets credit
lines.
where credit's due, because she's also behind the scenes making sure things go smooth. So the tree has many branches, and we would love for you to be a leaf on our tree.
Yes, as our roots grow, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
All right, that's it. Thanks, Beckie, for joining. I appreciate it. You have a question, comment, or suggestion for an episode, please email us at vetsoap@viticuspodcast.com. That's vetsoap@viticuspodcast.com. If you like what we're doing, please leave a review on your favorite platform. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on VetSOAP, powered by Viticus Group.